abuse. They didn't want to interfere with their own individual paydays. And as far as I'm concerned, they are just as guilty as the predator, R. Kelly. It is disgusting. And every parent in America should be disgusted not only by the conduct of Mr. Kelly, but by those that turned a blind eye, that looked the other way while this occurred for over 2 decades. As a father of 2 teenage girls, 14 and 16, I am especially outraged and disgusted by this conduct and the amount of time that it has taken to bring this predator to justice. I stand here before you as a father and as a man that believes in the rule of law and that of justice with a sense of satisfaction, temporary satisfaction today as a result of these very serious charges. But our job is not done. We are going to continue to represent our clients. We are going to continue to do what we've done for over 10 months, all in the pursuit of justice and what is right. I am highly confident that Mr. Kelly will be convicted. I am confident that he will be convicted in other jurisdictions as well, and he will rightfully die in a prison somewhere, whether it be in Illinois or elsewhere in America. He should never walk free another day in his life as a result of the over 2 decades of abuse that he dished out and participated in time and time again. I'll now take questions.
Mr. Aggravated, can you explain just 2 things? Number 1, do you represent the young lady that is depicted on the videotape, because Gloria Allred has indicated that she is representing that person? And number 2, how many of these other ancillary figures do you believe have enough culpability that they should be charged?
Here's what I'll say. I know for a fact that Ms. Allred does not represent the victim depicted on the tape that we provided. There's no question she does not represent that victim. I don't know why she would claim that or suggest it. I've never received a call from Ms. Allred in connection with this case. She never inquired as to whether it was her client. That came out of left field, so I have no idea where that came from. I'm not prepared to state whether we are representing that particular victim on that videotape or not at this point. And there's a reason for that I think will become clear in the coming days as it relates to these enablers. I think that ultimately that number will be in excess of 10 individuals over 2 decades that assisted Mr. Kelly in his sexual assaults, transporting minors, and covering this entire process up.
Are you representing any of the 4 alleged victims in the grand jury indictment?
Yes. I am representing at least 1 individual identified in the grand jury indictment, and I am not going to identify that individual because obviously they were a minor at the time.
All your clients in this jurisdiction or another jurisdiction?
I'm sorry?
All your clients in this jurisdiction or another jurisdiction?
Multiple jurisdictions around the country. Yes, sir.
Can you explain to us, you talked about obstruction of justice. Can you give us some sense of what that is and what you have uncovered?
In connection with the 2008 trial, there is no question that Mr. Kelly and many of those around him engaged in obstruction of justice through threats and intimidation of witnesses, secreting certain witnesses outside the jurisdiction, outside the reach of prosecutors here in Chicago, engaging in the payment to various witnesses in order to shape their testimony, as well as the payment of monies designed to procure evidence so that it could subsequently be destroyed and kept out of the hands of prosecutors here in Chicago. This trial was rigged in 2008. Make no mistake about it. And that is how they were able to procure the acquittal of Mr. Kelly in 2008. And I am highly confident that this time around the result will not be the same.
I know you don't want to identify the victim you're representing in the grand jury. They were identified by initials. Can you at least tell us which of those initials so we know which case you were?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that at this time because I don't think it's appropriate, but I think at an appropriate time I will.